And just like that, it's that easy. Well, I guess it's easy if you've been doing it a while. And I guess for some of you that may be watching, you may be starting out with live streaming with BeLive, or maybe just Facebook natively, whatever you're using. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is broadcasting to your community today, Monday, May the 27th. Not too long ago, I was going, wow, it's January. Now I'm going, wow, it's almost June, right? So time flies. I'm going to be having my 50th birthday this year. Whoa, how did that happen? Live streaming. And if you're watching, welcome. If you're here for the first time, hello. My name is David Burrows, and I live here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, A. That's what we say, A. How's it going, A? We spell Canada, C-A-N-A. Anyway. Let me know where you're watching from. If you want to share your comments, you do that in the comments. Do it from the Video Show Network page. There should be a link above my horns here. And share your comments so I can, maybe you've got some questions about live streaming. I use a system here called BeLive.tv. And if you'd like a free trial of that, let me know and I'll send you a special VIP link for that. I see my friend Corinder is out there watching from the hospital. Hope you're getting better out there, Corinder. And my friend Domingos Fernandez, he's watching to learn more. My friend Dom, I can't. I've never called you Domingos. I just call you Dom, but I know. My friend Dom, who lives here in the same city of Sarnia, has multiple sclerosis or MS. And he's gotten into the live streaming world to talk about his story and educate people on MS. And people sometimes ask me, what would I live stream about? What affects you? What are you into? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? It's all that. Dom shares his story of how MS has affected him, and he wants to help educate others on MS. To grow the awareness, maybe raise some funds for MS. You know, it's something that's obviously affected him directly, and now he's sharing that with the power of live streaming. The power of live streaming as well isn't just about going live and just talking about something. It's really, it's a fantastic way to network. Let me put that up on the screen. Live streaming is a great way to network. I'm self-producing. So now, there you go. Live streaming is a great way to network. It absolutely is. For example, and I've said this, if you don't know me, I teach part-time at our local college, and I teach live streaming. It's not who you know that will get you to the next thing. It's who you don't know that will get you to the next thing. What I mean by that, for example, and live stream a great way to network. Dom and I have known each other for almost 25 years. He comes into this live streaming world, talks to me. He gets to know Stephen Healy through me. He's gotten to know Corinder and several others. Brigetti, who's in South Africa. Stephen Healy is in the United Kingdom. So gotten to know all these people through the power of live streaming, but not just locally, all over the planet now, right? And people ask me, why did you choose BeLive? Why choose BeLive? See, Dom, it's not just you. It takes me time. Why choose BeLive? Now, a smart person, I would have had this already beforehand, but I ran out of time. Why choose BeLive? Well, BeLive is a great system for simplicity. If you're not into, is there other programs out there, like software program? Absolutely. I use open broadcast software. I can say that, and Streamlabs and all this. It depends what you're doing and what level you're at with it. BeLive has taken a lot of those features and put them into this cloud, I like to call it, this live streaming cloud, and it's all pre-laid out for you. So it's simple. And once you play with it a little bit and get through it, as Dom will tell you, he's been playing around with it. But one of the greatest things I love about BeLive.tv is the community. If you haven't already and you're interested, go join the BeLivers group. And the BeLivers group is a group of people who use BeLive, and they all help each other. Dom's been in there. He asks questions. How do I this? Because I'm happy to help my friend Dom. And he calls me his live streaming mentor, and I'm thrilled to help him. But I can't always be around, right? So he goes into the group, asks questions, guarantee you somebody comes back. Now, sometimes they should call it the Stephen Healy group because he's usually the first one to respond. But and Stephen is not joining me today. He's had to take some time off, but he will be back here next Monday. I actually won't be here next Monday. He's going to take over for me next week. And it's I got to say, he wasn't here last week either. It's different, but Brigitte joined me last year. It's really different when you're all by yourself here and nobody else to talk to. I normally have a guest, right? Now, it's okay. I have the ability to talk for hours, as those of you who know me will tell you. But yes, it's great to have that support. It's a community of people that help each other. And BeLive, the team of BeLive is fantastic. They listen to the people who use BeLive requests. Now, of course, some people think it's just, oh, can you give us this feature? Just flip that switch and turn that feature on. Well, it's not that easy. They got to work with Facebook API and other things that are coming up. So there's some really new, exciting things coming up with BeLive. And I've been able to have a sneak peek at it. I can't quite tell you just what, but it is coming soon for everybody. So Dom has said, yeah, I've picked up things here and there. Yeah, well, and here, that's the other thing to remember, Dom, right, is it takes time. I've been doing live streaming for 10 years. And people go, oh, it's been around that long? Well, not Facebook live streaming, but there were other platforms, Ustream, Blab, there was a whole list. And I've been doing that. I've been doing live streaming before I even started my show. I was just live streaming this, that, and it's a long story. But anyway, I've been live streaming for 10 years. I've been with BeLive for it's almost from the start of their existence, 2 years, right? So it takes time to build that and build that audience and to get people to stop by and say hello. So what I thought I would do today, for those of you just joining, welcome to Broadcasting to Your Community. We talk about live streaming tips and tricks and other things. We can talk about other stuff. And I will, coming up a little bit later on, I will open up the floor and put a link out there for any of you who want to join me as a guest. You're welcome to do that. But we'll do that coming up later in the show. So stay with me. And do please say hello. Hello, and there's Curtis Brooks. Hello, Curtis. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by, Curtis. And please tell us where you're from so we know where we're reaching to. It's great to have you here. And our friend Domingos, my friend Dom. I'm love to be live. I'm thinking he says he loves to be live. And you're doing a great job. So again, for those who just joined, my friend Dom is a great example of how anybody can get through this. My friend Dom is, he fights multiple sclerosis. He's in a wheelchair and really only has the use of his left hand. So imagine that's all you got and it doesn't always cooperate. And he's still clicking and running BeLive. And I'm really proud of him for that. So we can get you through this. But the trick is you look around, right, Dom, and you go, okay, so I got this up on the screen and that up on the screen, and I don't know where to click. And I know Dom was struggling last night on, okay, where do I get the link to invite a guest and how do I do that? Okay, so what I thought I would do today is take you through a walkthrough of what the broadcaster sees and just give you a tour of BeLive, all right? So pay attention. I'm gonna share my screen now. Now this, all right, this is what you're seeing, right? Okay. So here's moi, right? And then over here, it's You show the person's name or hide. And I know this might seem simple, but it's if you don't know, right? Let's go back. So there, yeah, David Burrows' screen, right? Okay. Now, right there, this here's the solo button. So if you click on the solo button underneath the person or the screen, here it is. If I click solo, puts me in full screen, right? If I click solo on the screen, there. So whoever you click on solo, it makes them full screen and it without having to change anything. Now, over here, and I'm just going to go on full screen so you can see this a little bit better, okay? So over here, you have different layouts when you have person or screen on there. So if I click this, right, there you go. Now there's me, and that's what I'm going to stay. Well, I'll show you them all. And this, and then there's this, and then, okay, so different layouts, okay? So let's go back to this. Oh, Corinder. Yeah, Steven's off today, Corinder. Okay, so when you have more guests on, these over here change to 3 different types of windows that you can change the layout, right? Depending on what you want to do. So there's that. Now, how did I screen share? Well, it's real simple. Down here, again, where it says share your desktop screen, you just click on that. And there is a Chrome extension that you have to add. And the first time you go to use this, if you don't have that extension installed, it'll pop up and it'll say install Chrome extension, right? So now I've got 2 screens going, but just to show you, I don't want to show you the same screen, obviously. So screen 1 is this screen over here. Screen 2 is what I'm showing you. So let's show you my other screen. And you just click share, okay? Now, after a moment, you'll see it pops up down here in the lobby section, right, which is where your guests come in. And now you just click add to broadcast. Now I got 3 going. Now you see how over here, oh, maybe you can't see over there, how there's all these different layouts now, right? So let me go back into solo mode. So see now there's 3. So you have all these different layouts now. So let's show you too. Let's show them to you. Corinder says you're not on beta yet. I have access to beta. Yes, it's still beta. It's not public beta. It's beta. It's private beta at the moment. So there you go, Dom, or whoever's watching. You see now you got 3 different layouts, right? So you just click on them and it moves everything all around to however you'd like. See, there's right, there. So it's all done for you. It is so simple. That's what all of this is over here, right? So now you've seen that. Let's get rid of that now. And it goes back into solo mode. Let's turn solo mode off. Oh, no, I'm down in the corner. Okay, so let's continue. Now, add a poll. Now, this is something that I haven't seen a lot of BeLivers use yet. So Facebook allows you to ask questions during your live broadcast. So let's go. What's a good question? Are you using BeLive? Whoops, let's do that right. BeLive.tv. That's the question. Type in your answers. Yes. No. What is BeLive? Now, so those are your answers. And if you see here as well, if you are doing like a trivia or something, right, you could actually choose one of those to be the correct answer. You just click on the box, select as the correct answer. Now, this is just a general question, so obviously we're not going to do that. And then you just click start poll, start live poll. Start live poll. Okay, and I guess maybe I got to click on that. Oh, maybe I didn't do it right. Add. Maybe I had to be more patient. Okay, let's try that again. See, now that there you go, Dom is always worried about, oh, I can't do this when I'm live. Don't worry about it. It's live. let's do it again. Are you using BeLive? Not BeLiver, BeLive.tv. Question. Yes. No. What is BeLive? Whoop. Do it again. Okay. Start live poll. Now, maybe I just got to be patient and wait. I don't know. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. And maybe it's not working for some reason. I know that Facebook keeps changing their API. So every once in a while, things like this happen. Maybe BeLive hasn't updated yet. Not sure. Just waiting. But polls are really useful. You can even, if you upload a recorded video to your Facebook page, it also gives you the option now to add a poll, multiple polls or questions during the video. And what was I saying? I lost my thought. Oh, yeah. During the video, a recorded video, you can ask questions for your recorded video and then go back and see the results. Poll results are hidden. I saw it the first time, and now poll results are hidden. Or maybe, do I got to scroll down further somewhere? Start live poll. It's not letting me. Well, that's interesting. Can't scroll down anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. So are you guys seeing the poll? Is that what you're telling me, Ed? No, it should be showing something here. Okay, well, anyway. Well, I'll have to send a message to BeLive and say, hey, what's going on? Maybe Ed knows. So another cool thing that you can do is add photos from your Facebook albums. So what you would do is on your page or your personal timeline, create an album. And I'm not going to go through how to do that. You have to do that one yourself, or maybe I'll do something else on that. But create a photo album and then, oh, sorry, let's come back to, oh, Ed's saying, I responded to your poll. The question stayed on the screen. Yeah, but I'm not seeing it on my end. Because I should be able to like show the results now. So something's different there. Okay, Ed, you keep on that for me. So, for example, on my show later today, I could have done it here, but my show later today, I'm sharing some photos of the people I'm interviewing. So it's simple. Again, you just click add and then sign in with your Facebook account. And you can choose from your albums or from your page's albums, right? Pages. So we'll just do something from, so you just, it's real simple. You just, there you go. Here's some photos, right? And then you just add that to your broadcast. And look at that. And there's all the photos that are in that album. Happy April Fool's Day. Well, that's the last time we did that. So that's really handy. If you're talking, for example, if you're talking about MS DOM, you could have pictures of the different types of disease you're talking about, or just imagine anything you want to share. Or here's another great thing about sharing your desktop screen. You could just do this. What about when you're going to a website? Okay, you're going to see all that now. Look at that. Dom says he's determined to learn. I've posted numerous polls in my group. That's great. Polls are a great way to get people's opinions, right? And people love giving their opinions. But so here you are now. So let's say we're talking about MS, Dom. Just I keep using him as an example because he's a great example. And different types of MS. There you go. So now you've got something on the web that you want to show off and talk about. And there it is. And then you can show people what you're talking about and referring to at the same time. What a great idea, right? Let's say, for example, you had Google Slides. Think about this, right? Let's go Google Slides. I use Google Slides a lot. Not a ton, but right. I don't see anything you're not supposed to. Yeah. Okay. So here's something I talked about in my class, right? So there you go. If I wanted to give a presentation on the importance of understanding your target market, there it is. If I've made that up, I just have to go present. And look at that. I is presenting. All right. The importance of understanding your target market. What is the target market? Right. And there you go. You can do a PowerPoint presentation live. So Dom, for you, for example, imagine, okay, we want to talk about MS. Say you're doing a live broadcast. If you had a laptop, you could start your live broadcast on Be Live from your laptop. Unfortunately, you can't start or host a broadcast from an iPad. But say you were doing a live stream like we did for you, a little while back, doing public speaking, using Be Live. If I just had one camera on you, and I could be showing, a PowerPoint during your public speaking engagement, right? So there's really a lot of cool ways to use the screen share. And I'm going to come back to this stuff. Now, what about audio? Okay. Now, in order to do this, you do have to have a fairly powerful computer, whether that be laptop or desktop. But let's all right, there's Eric Bischoff. So you can share videos on your screen, whatever you can share on your screen, right? But you have to remember over here. No, not that one. Right here, you'll see how the little X, right? So you have to uncheck that or click on it. So
it helps you craft compelling,
now
understandable writing.
Audio.
That makes
wait a minute. Wrong one.
Much better. Are you ready to give it a try? Installation is simple and free.
And we're back here at Inside the Ropes. We are live at StarCast 2, the sequel, Bigger, Better, Badder. And we are here with Bigger, Better, Badder himself. It's Eric Bischoff, the one man that defeated Vince McMahon. Hi, Eric.
Yeah, I defeated him for a minute, but
it was 83 weeks.
It was a sweet minute. Good to see you again.
I was curious because there's a different vibe to this weekend because it's part of AEW, it's part of going to TNT and all this kind of stuff, and you're the one guy that was able to put something together that the wrestling fans went for and was able to beat WWF. Are there any similarities that you see so far? I mean, obviously they've not done a show yet. That's tonight or tomorrow night.
All right. Now, you may be getting an echo from me right now. I'm not sure. It used to be you get an echo if you unmuted the screen share and you were talking, you would get an echo. So I'm not sure if that's happening, but so sometimes if that happens, when you turn the audio on for the screen share and you're not really talking, mute. All right. So there's just another great example on how you can oh, it's going again. All right, get rid of that. Right, so using screen share can be really, really, it's a great tool because people love visual. So they'll listen and talk to you. Hopefully they listen and talk to you. But when they have a visual going on the board as well, on the screen, they tend to pay more attention. So there you go. There's that. So there's screen sharing. And we tried the poll thing. Okay, now over here, of course, these are all you can see all the comments that are coming in. And if I want to show one of those comments on the screen, I just simply hover over here, click that, and it goes, look, right? And then when you are ready to take that off the screen, sometimes people want to click here, and pardon me, live TV while I choke. All right. You have to click there. You have to click it twice. Oh, pardon me. Me without my water. Or right here is the best way. Well, I think it's the best way. It's the quickest way. Just click hide current comment, and it's gone right away. Okay. Now, here, of course, you can see how many viewers there are live at the moment. And I try to avoid that because I don't find it very accurate all the time. Because I'll say 3 viewers, 5 viewers, and then when I'm all done, I go see there was like 200 views. So, but this is an interesting part of it all. Let's have a conversation about this. Because when you're going live, you obviously would love to have as many people watching, concurrent live viewers. You'd love to have 100 people at once watching it. I get it. But the reality is, if you're just starting out, that's likely not going to happen. You have to build an audience. You have to build a community. And in order to do that, you have to build relationships. You've got to have an impact on people. And you have to have patience and time. This doesn't happen overnight. If this is something that you want to build on a large scale or do full time, as I have, right? So, and understand, before I was live streaming, in my community, I was building relationships as a DJ and entertainer, being involved in the community. So I've lived, I'm going to be 50 years old. I've been active in this community for about 30 years, right? So it takes time to build. So be patient, but be actively building. But we look at this sometimes and we go, pardon me again. Oh, I've only got 3 viewers, only got 3 people watching. Don't worry. I wish there was a button. Actually, I'm going to request. I thought I had a request to be live to turn that off. Don't worry about it. When you're talking and doing your live broadcast, do it as though 100 people are currently watching. Because here's something to remember too. This number will change. It'll be 4, it'll be 5, it'll be whatever. But it could be, it's not always the same 3. It could be somebody left, somebody came in, and it just stayed at 3. So there's a whole bunch of different people. But just do it like 100 people are watching. And that's the type of presentation you want to give to people. Now, over here, reactions, right? See them all. Click on that. So we see 2 people have liked us, which is Ed and Corinder, and 1 has loved us, which is my friend Dom. And nobody's laughing at us, and nobody's sad or angry at us. So that's always good. The likes and the loves are the best. Okay? And then when you want to get rid of that, just kind of click off of it anywhere. And then here's all the comments, right? Now, of course, maybe I want to put something up there. So right in here, we can do this. And we click show and why choose be live? Now, scrolling across the screen or a crawler, if I've typed that in there, I can click over here. See this little down arrow? Click on that and make it a crawler. Or I don't know, a crawler. I like to call it a ticker, but now look what happens. Now it scrolls across the screen. Isn't that cool? It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. There's a reason I'm saying that. If my wife, Jennifer, is watching and I'm saying very, very cool, she'll understand why. And then you just click hide and it goes away. Now, a smart person, that's usually, like if I want to react to somebody in the comments that maybe I didn't prepare in advance for, that's where I could type that in there. But if you're preparing in advance, you have an agenda. And here's the agenda button. You just click on that and you go new agenda, right? So now this little plus button down here, you just go, okay. And here you could type, I love Be Live, and just click enter or click add title. And so when I click on the show button, ta-da, it just puts it up on the screen. That's for planning in advance. You can also create the crawler, right? Breaking news. Add the crawler, and then again, you want it to show. You just click show breaking news. People are going, what's the breaking news? All right. Now, let's say you type this in, like when I put my community shows together, for example, I have guests in a certain order, but I don't always think, and I type things in the wrong order. And I'm like, oh, I'd like to have it. You can move things around. Pardon me. You move things around. So when you hover over one of these, a little arrow, and then you'll see over here trash can. So that's if you want to delete it, get rid of it. Excuse me. Or say you just come over here and you click on that down arrow, and it moves things. So you can arrange all of this. So if you have like 10 things going here, here, let's add something else. Okay, so this is a better example. So I love live streaming. I love Be Live. Oh, I want to show I love live. Well, let me put that ahead. Let me just move it up there. Just for your own, we're going to do this. We're going to do this and do this and do this. It doesn't mean it's the order they have to show up. It's just easier for you, right? Now here you click on the check mark. And that's it just brings up a different way to delete it, right? Or you can just hover over and click delete. Okay. So it's really, really fantastic. Now, if you're doing an agenda every week and you're using the same thing, then you can click over here and you can click save. Be Live tips, call it whatever you want, save the agenda, and now it's there. So you see, okay, so here I have a welcome agenda. So I have all these pre-programmed, if you will. For example, let's put that one up. Right? So I've always got those there. Right? So information. Great information. Now, somebody asked me once, how long or how much information can you put? I don't know how long it is. You want to find out? Let's find out. Let's see what we can do here. How about, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. How long is it? So that's like 30, right? That's pretty long. That's 30 characters, right? That's 30 characters. Now, the one thing it doesn't do that I wish it would do, or maybe, yeah, is to be able to go back and edit it. But if you make a mistake, you have to redo it. So keep that in mind. So there you go. Oh, Dom gave me a 10. Awesome, Dom. Thanks, buddy. So there you go. We've gone over, so showing the names. Showing your screen. Oops. There we go. Show screen. All right. And the poll thing, I don't know why it didn't work out for me, but I'm gonna fall in my chair here. Sharing your Facebook photos, sharing your desktop screen and audio and all that stuff. Okay, so we've gone through quite a bunch of stuff here. Now, here's one I know Dom's going to appreciate. Down here, you see this? Here, I'll go in full screen so you can see this. So right down here, okay, just follow me along here. Let's say you want to add or invite a guest to your broadcast, okay? So you just simply click on copy link, and it says copied to clipboard. Now, once you've done this, if you've copied something else and you don't have that link anymore, even though it already says copy to clipboard, just click it again and it will copy to your clipboard. Now you have that. Now, for example, if I come over here and I scroll all the way down, see how it says comment on Facebook as the Video Show Network? You can click in there, Control V, or right click paste, and there it's put the link in the comment box. You have your own comment box as the broadcaster, but it's a little hard to find. So Dom, I understand why you maybe struggled. So see, like there, if you're looking there. So what I did is I just came way over here. Follow along. Here's my mouse coming way over here, and then I scrolled down, and then I pasted it in there. And now when I click that comment button, it's going to share that comment on the post on Facebook. So on the Video Show Network page, it's going to share this in the comments. Okay, and there you see it there. So if you want to be a guest, those of you watching, you can click on that link and it will bring you into my lobby. That's how you share the link. Or, for example, I could send that to somebody's private messenger, or I could text somebody that, right? So now to text it from Facebook, you can't really do, but I'm just saying, however you want to share that link, you can do. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps, because I know that's sometimes it's just knowing where to, like, everything's there, right? If you just take your time, but it's like you might not have known to come over here because you can't see it. Scroll down. When in doubt, scroll down. So I know Dom's probably going, oh, now I get it. Little light bulb came on, but it's okay because you needed somebody to show you, right? So now I'm opening up the floor for the last 20 minutes here if you'd like to join me. Look at that. How much fun we've had already going through this. And we're already 40 minutes in, so I got 20 minutes left here. If you would like to join me, the guest button or the guest link is now out there. Dom or anybody else watching, you're welcome to join me. And let's talk live streaming. We're going to talk about whatever you want. It doesn't have to be live streaming. We've talked a lot about live streaming already. But I really love BeLive, and I love using BeLive. It's very, very handy. Is there things that it doesn't have that I wish it did? Of course it is. Of course there is. Show me a perfect program. Show me a perfect software. But that's one of the other things I do like about BeLive and the people at BeLive is they're always listening to the people using their service, and they're working on it. And believe me, there's some more things coming out very, very soon. That's going to take BeLive to another one up here. So I'm very excited for that. Very excited for that. So if you have any questions, whoever's watching, do you have any questions about what we just talked about? Please do that there. Oh, look at that. See, my friend Dom has found his way into the lobby. So let's get rid of this. Let's see if he's making his way in. There he is. Okay. So there you go. Oh, well, okay. So let's show this before I bring Dom on. He's in the lobby. So now your guest is in the lobby over here, right? And then it's just a real simple, give him a heads up, going to bring you into the lobby. And when you go over here and you hover, you click to broad. Now, one of the things you can do, because that link goes out public, sometimes there will be certain people that you don't want in there. If you hover over here and you see these three dots, you click on that, and I could block Dom. I could go like this and I could block him and he would never get in, but I'm not going to do that. But that's a nice feature to have there because you never know when somebody's going to come along that you don't want around. So then you just click on broadcast. And there's Dom.
How's it going, Dave?
Good, buddy.
That helped immensely.
Yeah, so now you know how to bring a guest on.
Yeah, so next time I go live on the Talking MS show, I can bring someone in.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing that the tough part there was that not knowing to scroll down over here and find that place to post a comment, right? So.
Well, that and doing the right click. It's getting the finger to cooperate.
Right. Yeah. Well, and Control V would be a hard one for you as well, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right clicking is probably the best way.
Yeah, so I do the best I can.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, you're doing great. Like, don't think that you're not doing anything right. It's just one of those things where you gotta at least you're not afraid to play around with it.
No, I'm interested in learning everything that I can.
Yeah,
and it's great. I love it.
that's awesome. I'm so glad. Well, and you've been utilizing it like every day practically. You go live more than I do.
Yeah, it usually go live in the group every day, and then maybe on the page 2-3 times a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I've got the page and the group connected. So when I go live on the page, and now goes live in my group.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So, and I do have a friend. She's also an admin on my group, and she deals with it's called Living with Chronic Illness is the name of her group.
I saw that. I didn't know who that was. That's a friend of yours then.
Yeah, that's my friend Cassandra George. Not only does she got a section for MS, she's got other spots for other chronic illnesses like arthritis and what have you.
Now, is she somebody that you knew before?
I've known her since we were children.
Okay, all right.
So, and she herself suffers osteoarthritis, so and it cripples her up a little bit.
Right. Well, so now. Are you going to get her to go live?
I'm thinking about convincing her, and I'm going to try and talk to her. She just recently opened a page called Living Well with Chronic Illness. And she started a fundraiser to help with meet and greet. So I don't know. I'll find out more as the month goes on.
Okay. Is she here in Sarnia?
Yeah, she lives here, and I'm pretty sure she's here in Sarnia.
All right.
Because I actually had one of her draws for the Dr. Ho's massage therapy product.
Yep.
And I unfortunately not able to use it myself. So I redonated it to somebody who could use it. So, and they posted in her group what it's done for her. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd like to meet her. Maybe she's somebody if she could be on the show too.
I'm sure you can probably make contact with her through Facebook. Her name is Cassandra George.
Is that with a C?
Yeah, with a C.
All right. I'm writing that down because I'll forget.
Yeah, and she does what she can. Not only, again, does she help with different other diseases and whatnot, she also talks as a section for mental health, as you said before, it gets brought up on the show quite regularly.
Yes.
So, and I think I mentioned it a few times in my broadcasts.
Well, it is one of those things where it just keeps popping up. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's no getting around it. So,
Yeah, that's right. Let me ask you while I got you here. You know that you've been doing live streaming, and I was talking at the very beginning. I don't know if you caught it, but about people say, "Well, what do I live stream?" You know, and I use you. You're a great example of, you know, here's something that's really strongly affected you in your life, and you want to help people, so you talk about it. But aside from you talking, or whatever we decide we want to broadcast, I mean, we could talk about music, we could talk about horses, anything.
yeah.
But is outside of all of that, what has live streaming done for you personally?
Actually, it's really kept my mind active. It's helping me keep active, and you know, I'm not sitting around being a bump on a log watching TV. I'm actually doing something that means something to me. So, and I'm going to continue.
Yeah. So it keeps you active, and you've said it before, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? In your situation.
Yep.
So exercise the mind.
Exercise the mind, exercise your body. You know, watch your diet. That does help. I've been told by a staff member who she works at my program, but she's also at another program. And I hadn't seen her in a while, and she said that it looked like I had lost a fair bit of weight.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of looked at her like she was sniffing glue or something. But
And what about relationships? You've like, since you come into this live streaming world, you've really met some people all over the world.
yeah, Steven and Brichetti and Alfredo actually commented on my stream yesterday, and I recognized him from your broadcast, and actually I remembered his name without even looking down at the comments, and I was hoping I was saying the right name, and turned out that I was, and I seen his comment, and that he said that he recognizes me from your show, David Burrows.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a great way to connect with other people, like all over the planet, really, right? And then you never know what you're going to learn from those people.
Oh, exactly, and that's what I want to do. I want to learn more.
Yeah. Are you finding that are you growing more and more? Are you seeing? You're obviously seeing more people, you know, find your page and check you out.
Yeah, I'm finding. I check the insights on the page, and most of them are up like 50 to 100%. If and it varies, but I've been posting pictures from another page that I liked, and it's got comments on T-shirts about MS.
Oh, okay.
So you know, one of them was I have MS and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
So, but you know, and I prefer people to say adapting to their situation instead of dealing and coping. You can't deal and cope, you got to adapt.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, good for you for doing it, man. And we just keep going. And it sounds like my little tutorial helped you out there today. So
it helped immensely.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to let you go. But before you do, are you going to be live at 1:30 today?
Yes, I'll be live at 1:30 in the group, as always.
Okay.
And I've been taking little excerpts from my speech, and it's been helping with the streaming as well. So
awesome. Okay, well, we'll look for you live at 1:30 today.
All right. Take care, Dave. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. There you go. There's my good friend Dom Fernandez, who is using Be Live TV to help spread the word about talking about MS. And just another example, if you can push through this learning thing, right? And hopefully this, I guess, live tutorial helped you out today. It seems like it helped Dom out. So, and if you want to be a guest on his show or watch his, Talking MS is the page and the group, and he'll be live at 1:30 Eastern today. So that's just about it for me. I know I usually do about an hour, but I think I've just run about everything I need to talk to about. My friend Stephen Healy will be back next week, Monday at 12 noon Eastern. I will be off next Monday, so I feel like him and I have broken up. But we'll get back together the following week after that. And thanks to all of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. I'll be live 3:30 this afternoon. Excuse me, again, Eastern Standard Time. I'll have 3 guests on today. I'll be talking with the Brain Injury Association of Sarnia-Lambton. And then Dave Brown from United Way Sarnia-Lambton will be here. And then Pizza Fest. Who doesn't like pizza? The town of Petrolia is having that. We'll be talking about them later on. Thanks to all of you. Enjoy the rest of your time today. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.